Hi, I'm Lesley Carter. I work in the Islamic Cultural Centre in the Women's Office and the assistant to the Women's Coordinator. I'm Muslim, a convert from Christianity. I'm Muslim 3 years now. I had a lot of questions in my faith in Christianity from when I was a teenager. The whole thing with confession, I just didn't sit comfortably with me going into a little box and telling a priest my sins. And he says, say this and say that and you're forgiven. I felt my sin should be between myself and God. I find a lot of nationalities, they have their culture brought into religion and stuff, whereas I try to keep it separate. The Islamic Cultural Centre was opened in 1996 and it's funded by the Al Maktoum Foundation in Dubai, and he built it. Everything from the architect to the interior is built and made in Ireland. He funds it to the state. It's amazing to be here. This is the only purpose-built mosque in Ireland, and it's the largest cultural centre in Europe. I met my husband and he was Muslim, I was Christian, and we had no issues. I went to church, he went to the mosque, I had Christmas, he had Eid. There was no issues over the religion. But then I slowly drifted further from Christianity and began to ask questions on Islam. And I just read bits like women's rights in Islam and how Islam looks at Jesus, and I was much happier with it. I felt my questions were answered in the Islamic religion. And then 3 years ago, not planned, totally by surprise, I decided to take my shahada, declare my faith to be a Muslim. The day I converted, it was literally, my husband was coming here to pray. I wasn't working, so I came along with him, and I knew the woman that works in the office now, and I came in to visit her. Literally no plans for me to become Muslim that day. I know I said maybe 10 years time or whatever, but I sat in the office, the adhan was called, which is the call to prayer, and I began to cry. There was a light in my heart or something, and I knew I can't leave the mosque without declaring my faith. With Christianity and Islam, I feel they are very, very similar. We believe, like in the Ten Commandments, we believe in all of the prophets. Just the confession issue and the Trinity, they are really the differences. You know, other than that, it's very similar. I mean, we should love thy neighbour, and you shall not kill and steal and take one God, and you know, all of that it's very similar. And Christianity is the closest religion to Islam. I wear normal clothes. I don't wear the jilbab all the time. I just dress modestly. I have my clothes from whatever shop, you know. I just don't wear tight, revealing clothes. I never have. Even before I met my husband, before I became Muslim, I never wore tight, revealing clothes. You know, so I don't miss that aspect. My eldest daughter now is 5. And she would be sitting down watching the TV, and if she sees women in not much clothes, she would shout, "Haram, change the channel," you know? And like maybe we're busy, we're not watching it, or we're doing whatever, or it just happens to come on. She would shout haram. Haram means it's a sin. And she would say change the channel. And she's only 5. And like she has skirts, and she doesn't like her skirts to be up above her knee. They have to be long skirts. And this is her herself and the way she's chosen. Where I used to live before, it was literally teenagers that would give racial remarks, and it's petty, you know. And the way I look at it, if they've got a problem with me, it's their problem, not mine. I put it down to lack of respect, lack of education, lack of morals. Like we had a lot of people come to the mosque here and ask for a copy of the Quran and saying, I know this is not the religion and it can't say this in the Quran, but they wanted a copy of the Quran to clarify it. The stories I've heard after 9/11, mainly it was in England. There was a lot of attacks. There was mosques set on fire. There was, you know, people stabbed and you name it. We had in the school, my children go to the Muslim National School, there was a bomb scare. Apparently a woman with an Irish accent phoned up and said there was a bomb in the school. We have power of media, okay? The power of the media is actually negative at the moment, very negative. But people are looking at Islam saying, like, there are a lot of people converting. Like, I think it was 2002 was the last census. There was 19,000 plus Muslims in Ireland, but now it's between 23 and 25,000. So, I mean, that's a big increase within, what, 2.5, 3 years. People are looking at those that are converting, and they're converting to the Islamic religion, and there must be something nice about it for so many people to convert. You know, I mean, Ireland is not a very large country, but to have 23,000 Muslims living in it, there must be something good about the religion.
And you wonder how far you can go. Every step on that road that you take, Allah knows.